students, welcome to the class Mathematics. Here I am Venkatesh. Today we will learn an interesting and important topic from 9th class, chapter Real Numbers. Our chapter name is Real Numbers. This chapter is divided into 4 subtopics, that is rational numbers, irrational numbers, the combination of rationals and irrationals, real numbers, last one is surds. In today's topic, we will learn about rational numbers. We have learned about number system. The number system consists of natural numbers, whole numbers, and rationals, integers, irrationals, like that. First of all, natural numbers. What are natural numbers? The numbers used for counting. Counting numbers are called natural numbers. It is denoted by the letter n. Those are starts with 1, 2, 3 and so on. Next number system, whole numbers. Whole numbers. Natural numbers including 0. Natural numbers includes 0 are called whole numbers. It is denoted by the letter W. Those are starts from 0 onwards. Here 1, 2, 3 and so on onwards natural numbers including 0 are called whole numbers. Next one, integers. Next one, integers. Whole numbers including negative naturals are negative numbers. Whole numbers including negative numbers are called integers. It is generally denoted by letter I or Z. Z means Zalim. It's an Arabic word which means numbers. Those are consisting 0 and positives and negatives also, like -1, -2, -3 and so on also. These are consisting positive numbers, 0, negative numbers. 1, 2, 3 and so on are called as positive integers. -1, -2, -3 and so on are called as negative integers. 0 is neither positive nor negative integer. Next, rational numbers. Actually, our topic is rational numbers. What are rational numbers? The numbers which are in the form of p by q are called rational numbers. Here p comma q are integers. P comma q are integers and q is not equals to 0. The numbers which are in the form p by q are called rational numbers. Actually, p by q in these numbers are integers and q is not equal to 0. It is denoted by the letter q. Q means quotient numbers. Q is equals to, it is a set of numbers which are in the form of p by q, in that p comma q are belongs to integers and q is not equals to 0. These are the numbers, real rational numbers. Q, it is denoted with the letter q. Q means quotient numbers. So in this chapter we learned about rational numbers. The numbers which are in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equals to 0 are called rational numbers. Example: 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 5 by 6, 5 by 8, 10 by 11 and so on are examples for rational numbers. Next concept. There are infinite rational numbers, infinite rationals between any two integers. You have an idea. So 1 is a number and 2 is in another number. Those are integers. Actually 1 and 2 between there is no numbers. 1 after comes 2. There is no numbers. But actually in between 1 and 2 there are infinite number of rationals is there. How can we find? For this we have two methods to find. That is method 1, main method. Another method is also there. So main method. For example, it is A, it is B. If you want to find a number between A and B, that number must be A plus B by 2. This is called as mean method. If A and B are any numbers, the number between A and B is sum of these numbers half gives the answer. In this method, we will find the numbers between 1 and 2. So first of all, add 1 and 2. 1 plus 2 is equals to 3. 3 by 2 is the number between 1 and 2. Is there any numbers between 3 by 2 and 2? Yes, in this following way we can easily find 3 by 2 plus 2 whole by 2. Here which is not, no denominator is there means here 1 is the denominator. The LCM of this is 2 comma 1 is 2. In second table, second cancels by 1 time, 1 3s are 3. In first table, you get 2 times 2, 2 2s are 4 by 2. 3 plus 4, 7 by 2. Whole by 2 means 1 by 2 into 2. So 1 7 are 7, 2 2s are 4. So 7 by 4 is in between 1 after 3 by 2, 3 by 2 after 7 by 4. In this way we can find. Next, 7 by 4 plus 2 whole by 2 gives another answer. This answer plus 2 whole by 2 gives answer. So in this method, main method, you can find the infinite numbers between any two integers. Is there any rational numbers between rational and rational? In the same way, there are infinite rationals between any two rationals. Like the mean method, we can easily find out the rational numbers between any two rationals. These two concepts memorize. There are infinite rational numbers between any two integers. Next, there are infinite rationals between any two rationals also. Based these two concepts, we will do a sum belongs to exercise 1.1. Rational numbers between 1 and 2. This is the question. Solution. What are the given numbers? If for example A is equals to 1, B is equals to 2. Like main method, what is the number between A and B? The number between A and B is A plus B by 2. The number between A and B is A plus B by 2. So the number between here 5 asked. Find the 5 rational numbers between 1 and 2. The number between 1 and 2 is 1 plus 2 by 2 is equals to 3 by 2. So the numbers will be like this. 1 is less than 3 by 2 is less than 2. So the number between 1 and 3 by 2. How can we find? Like this. 1 plus 3 by 2 whole by 2. Here 2 ones are 2. 2 plus 3, 5 by 2 whole by 2, which is equals to 5 by 2 into 1 by 2 is equals to 5 by 4. Here is also another one. 1 is less than 5 by 4 is less than 3 by 2 is less than 2. So in between 3 by 2 and 1 there is a number. Another one. In between 1 by 4 and 1, by adding 1 plus 5 by 4 by 2. 4 ones are 4 plus 5, 9 by 4 by 2, which gives 9 by 4 into 1 by 2 is equals to 9 by 8, which means there is a number between 5 by 4 and 1. That should be 1 is less than 9 by 8 is less than 5 by 4 is less than 3 by 2 is less than 2. Next, the number between 9 by 8 and 1. 1 plus 9 by 8 by 2 is equals to 8 ones are 8. 8 plus 9, 17 by 8 whole by 2. 17 by 8 into 1 by 2, which is equal to 17 by 16. 1 is less than 17 by 16 is less than 5 by 9 by 8 is less than 5 by 4 is less than 3 by 2 is less than 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another one. Is there any number between 17 by 16 and 1? 1 plus 17 by 16 whole by 2, which is equal to 1 16s are 16. 16 plus 17, 33 by 16 whole by 2, which is equals to 33 by 16 into 1 by 2, which is equals to 33 by 32. So 1 is less than 33 by 32 is less than 17 by 16 is less than 9 by 8 is less than 5 by 4 is less than 3 by 2 is less than 2, which is the required solution. What he asked? The 5 rational numbers between 1 and 2. By usage of mean method, a plus b, if a, b are the given numbers, a plus b by 2 is the number between a and b. Like this, 1 and 2 between number is 3 by 2. 1 and 3 by 2 between number is 5 by 4. 1 and 5 by 4 between number is 9 by 8. 1 and 9 by 8 between number is 17 by 16. 1 and 17 by 16 between number is 32 by 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the 5 rationals in between 1 and 2. This is the mean method. Another method is also there. What are the given numbers? The given numbers are 1 and 2. How many rational numbers we have to find? 5 rational numbers we have to find. So, these numbers must be multiplied with the numerator and denominator consisting 5, add 1. 5 plus 1 is equals to 6. You have to multiply 1 with numerator 1, numerator 6 and denominator 6. It would be 6 by 6. Now, next 2 must be multiplied with numerator 6 and denominator 6. It must be equal to 12 by 6. The numbers in between 6 by 6 and 12 by 6, 5 rationals between 1 and 2 are, because 6 by 6 is equals to 1. So in between numbers are 6 by 6 are 1. 6 by 6, comma 7 by 6, comma 8 by 6, comma 9 by 6, comma 10 by 6, comma 11 by 6, comma 12 by 6. Here 6 by 6 means 1, 12 by 6 means 2. In between rational numbers are 7 by 6, 8 by 6, 9 by 6, 10 by 6 and 11 by 6. These are the rational numbers in between 1 and 2. This is the second method. Next sum is exercise 1.1 fourth sum. Find 3 rationals between the rational numbers 2 by 3 and 3 by 5. These are the given. How can we find? By using of mean method. What are the given rationals? The given rationals are 2 by 3, which is equals to A, let 3 by 5, which is equals to B. What is the rational between A and B? The rationals between A and B is equals to A plus B by 2. If you want to find the rational number between 2 by 3 and 3 by 5, it means gives the value. The rational between 2 by 3 and 3 by 5 is equals to half of 2 by 3 plus 3 by 5. A plus B by 2 like this, 1 by 2 of 2 by 3 plus 3 by 5, which is equals to 1 by 2 into 3, 5, LCM 15. In third table, you get 5 times, 5 2s are 10, plus in fifth table, you get 3 times, 3 3s are 9, which is equals to 19 by 15 into 1 by 2, which is equals to 19 by 15 2s are 30. So 19 by 30 is in between 2 by 3 and 9 by 2. So how it would be? 1 is greater than 19 by 30 is greater than 1 not 2 by 3. 2 by 3 is greater than 19 by 30 is greater than 3 by 5. Next one. The number in between 2 by 3 and 19 by 30. The rational between 2 by 3 and 19 by 30, which is equals to like this, half of 2 by 3 plus 19 by 30. For this, the LCM is 30. In third table, 30 cancels by 10 times, 10 2s are 20 plus 30 table, 30 cancels by 1 time, 1 19s are 19, which is equals to 20 plus 19, 39 by 30, 1 by 2, 39 by 2 30s are 60. The number would be 2 by 3 is less than 39 by 60 is less than 19 by 30 is less than 3 by 5. The number between 2 by 3 and 39 by 60. The rational between 2 by 3 and 39 by 60. Like the same, half of 2 by 3 plus 39 by 60. The LCM is 60. In third table, 60 gets 20 times. 22s are 40 plus in 60 cancels by 1 time, 139s are 39, which is equals to 1 by 2 into 40 plus 39, 79 by 60, which is equals to 79 by 120. The numbers would be like this: 2 by 3 is greater than 79 by 120 is greater than 39 by 60 is greater than 19 by 30 is greater than 3 by 5. These are the required rationals in between 2 by 3 and 3 by 5. Number line representation of rationals. I will explain this concept by usage of the exercise 1.1 fifth sum. Represent 8 by 5 and minus 8 by 5 on number line. 8 by 5 and minus 8 by 5 on number line. First of all, draw number line. Hang 0 at midpoint. Next, scale 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so on. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and minus 4. Numbers on the left side of the number line. Here what number we have to hang here? 8 by 5 minus 8 by 5. In a number line, positive numbers are always at the right side of the number line. Negative numbers are always at the left side of the number line. We want to hang a fraction containing the denominator 5. So that's why divide each unit into 5 fragments. 1, 2, 3, 4 and fifth one. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth one. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth one. Like this side also. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth one. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth one. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth one. Like this. So 8 by 5 is a positive rational. It must be at the right side of the number line. So each fragment is divided means it is 1 by 5, it is 2 by 5, it is 3 by 5, it is 4 by 5, it is 5 by 5, it is 6 by 5, 7 by 5, 8 by 5. Which means our number at be here 8 by 5. Like this same 1 by 5, minus 1 by 5, minus 2 by 5, minus 3 by 5, minus 4 by 5, minus 5 by 5, minus 6 by 5, minus 7 by 5. Simply by counting the 8th part of this little fragments. This is the minus 8 by 5. In this way we can hang based on denominator. By usage of this denominator, divide this fragment. Here 5 is the denominator. That's why I have divided this unit into 5 fragments. Every unit into 5 fragments. Steps. Draw number line. That is the first step. Second step. Hang numbers on number line. Next step. Based on the denominator, divide each unit. Next step. Count from 0 to right side to hang positive rational. Count from 0 to left to hang negative rational. In this way, we can hang the numbers on a number line. Representing rational into decimal form. How can we represent a rational into a decimal form? For example, 2 by 3 is the rational number, 3 by 4 is the rational number, 1 by 2 is the rational number. How can we represent these rational numbers into decimal form? By simply dividing this numerator with denominator. For example, 1 by 2. If you want to denote this means, just simply do its axial division. With 2, 1 is not possible, so that's why 0. Take decimal point and put 0 here. 5 times 5 2s are 10. It gives 0 remainder, which means the fraction 1 by 2 or the rational number 1 by 2 is equals to 0.5. How I represent the rational number in decimal form? By simply dividing the numerator into denominator by denominator. In that, represent 242 by 1000 into decimal form. Solution: 242 by 1000. How can we represent? Actually, by doing actual division. But the division with the denominator containing zeros are very easy. How can we write? By simply counting zeros in denominator. How many zeros in denominator? 1, 2, 3. 3 zeros. So that's why write numerator number by here 1000 consisting of 3 zeros. That's why place decimal point from left side, from right side to left side by counting 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 places before place decimal point. 0.242 is the decimal form of the 242 by 1000. Next sum. In the sixth, represent 2 by 3 into decimal form. What is the given number? The given number is 2 by 3. How can we represent? By simply doing a division, actual division. 3 of 2. In third table, we cannot get 2. So that's why keep 0 here and place 0 here. So how many times you get 20 or nearest to 20 in third table? 6 times we will get nearest to 20. So it is 18. 6 3s are 18, which gives 2. Next again keep 0. 6 3s are 18, which gives 20. Again gives 6 cube 6. Represent 2 by 3 into decimal form. What is the given number? Solution: given number is 2 by 3. How can we represent into decimal form? By simply dividing 2 with 3. In third table, we get 2 is not possible, so that's why keep point here and 0 here. In third table, 6 times you get 18, which is nearest to 20, so that's why which results 2. Again keep 0. Again 6 times results 18, which gives 2. Again 0. 6 times 18. It is not till end, so it is yet continuous, so that's why this number gives 6 6 6 6 6 6. 2 by 3 decimal form is 0.666 and so on. This is expressed as 0.6 bar. Well, one more important concept for you: decimal numbers are two types. They are terminating decimals non-terminating decimals. Non-terminating decimals. Non-terminating decimals are again two types. recurring and non-recurring. What is terminated decimal? The terminated decimal means if you do actual division which gives results ending 0.5, the answer is ended at 5. Here the division decimal form is ended, that is terminating decimal. And non-terminating decimal, before example 2 by 3 is 0.66666 and so on. It is not ended. It is called as non-terminating decimal. Here non-terminating decimal again divided into two types, recurring, non-recurring. Recurring means repeated. Here 6 is repeated. It is not ended but 6 is repeated. So that's why it is called as 0.6 bar. It is recurring decimal. Again, non-recurring decimal. What is meant by non-recurring decimal? Pi value 3.414 and so on. It is not repeat. It is continuously coming. There is no end of this decimal point, decimal number. So that's why pi is called as a irrational number in that non-recurring number, non-recurring, non-terminating decimal, that is. Recurring decimal 0.6 bar, 0.35 bar, 0.142857 bar. Here under bar you are representing a number, means it is repeating. Here 6 is repeating. Here 35 is repeating. 142857 is repeating. At recurring decimal I have to express about period and periodicity. What is meant by period? The set of numbers repeating. The set of numbers repeating are called as period. Here what is the period? 6 is the period, 35 is the period, 142857 is the period. In this example 6 is the period. In this example 35 is the period. In this example 142857 is the period, which means the number which is repeated is called as repeating is called as period. Next, periodicity. Periodicity. Periodicity means the number of digits in periods. The number of digits in period is called as periodicity. Here 0.6 bar, here 6 only repeating, one number only repeating. So that's why its periodicity is 1. Its periodicity is 2. Its periodicity is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers are repeating. So 6. Clear with that? Period means the set of numbers which are repeating. Which number is repeating is called as period. Periodicity means how many number of digits repeated in it. Periods are called as periodicity. Here are 6 only, one number only repeating. 35, 2 numbers are repeating. 142857, 6 numbers are repeating. So that's why periodicity is 6. Clear with that? So now next is expressing decimal number into rational number. Expressing decimal number into rational number. Then the given number is terminating decimal. For this exercise 1.17 sum. What is that one? Express 0.36 into rational number. Express 0.36 into rational number. Solution. The given number is, or given decimal is 0.36. How can we express in the form of P by Q? By simply writing 36 by, here decimal point after two decimal places is there. So that's why write 100. If decimal point after only one place is there means you divide the number with 10. Decimal point after three places is there means you divide this number with 1000. Decimal point after 0.3 only means 3 by 10. 0.33 means 33 by 2 places 100. 0.333 means decimal point after 3 places, so 333 by 1000, like this. Decimal point after how many decimal places is there means you have to divide with required number. So 36 by 100. Try to simplify this number. Is there any common table to cancel here? Yes. Fourth table cancels by 9 times. Fourth table cancels by 25 times. So 9 by 25. Here there is no common table to cancel. 0.36 decimal form of decimal form to rational form is 9 by 25. Another one, 10.25. Express 10.25 into a rational number. What is the given number? The given number is 10.25. How can we express this? Same way, 10.25 by, here decimal point after two places is there. That's why divide with 100. Is there any common? Yes. There is a common table to cancel here, that is 25th table. 25th table in 100 cancels by 4 times. 25th table, here 1 or 2, 4 times 100, 25 is there, 125 is 25. 41 by 4. 25th table. Here I was cancelled by 25th table. In 1025 it was cancelled by 41 times, in 100 it was cancelled by 4 times. 10.25, it is a terminating decimal. Its rational form is 41 by 4. Expressing decimal number into rational number. Second category, non-terminating recurring. In this session, the given decimal is non-terminating decimal, but it is a recurring one. So how can eighth sum? Express 0.36 bar into rational number. Solution. Let the given decimal is equals to x. So x plus x is equals to 0.363636 because 36 containing bar, which means 36 is repeating. It is a non-terminating recurring decimal. Next, here periodicity is equals to 2. So here periodicity 2, that's why multiply equation 1 with 100. If periodicity 1 means we have to multiply equation with 10. Here periodicity 2 means we have to multiply with 100. Periodicity 3 means 1000. Periodicity 4 means we have to multiply with 10,000, like that. So here periodicity is 2. So multiply equation 1 with 100. Then what will happen? So 100x is equals to 0.36, two decimal numbers turn to left side of the decimal point, 36.36 36, 36 and so on. So this is the equation number 2. So now solve this equation 2 and 1 by subtracting equation 1 from 2. Gives the result 100x is equals to 36.36, 36, 36 and so on. Equation 1 is x is equals to 0.36, 36, 36 and so on. Subtract. What will happen? 100x minus x is equals to 99x is equal to 6 minus 6 0, 3 minus 3 0, 6 minus 6 0, 3 minus 3 0, 6 minus 6 0, 3 minus 3 0, 6 minus 0 6, 3 minus 0 3, which is equals to 99x is equals to 36. 99x is equals to 36. Here x is equals to 36 by 99. Which table cancels? 9th table cancels. In 36, 9th table cancels by 4 times. And 99, 9th table cancels by 11 times. Here means, what is the x? X is the given decimal number. So 0.36 bar can be expressed in the form of as a rational number 4 by 11. This is the rational number representation of the given decimal number. Next sum. Express 3.127 bar into rational number. Here the given rational number, let x is equals to 3.127 bar. So x is equal to express in expanded form 3.127777 and so on. Here periodicity is equals to, here periodicity is equals to only bar containing one number, so that's why periodicity is equals to 1. If the periodicity is equals to 1, by what number we have to multiply? By 10. So multiply, which is equals to equation 1. Equation 1 with 10. Here because periodicity is 1, so that's why multiply equation 1 with 10. What will happen? 10x is equals to 31.2777 and so on. So now this is equation number 2. Subtracting equation 1 from equation 2, what it gives? 10x is equal to 31.2777 bar and so on. X is equal to 3.12777 and so on. 7 minus 7 gives 0, 7 minus 7 gives 0, 7 minus 7 gives 0, 7 minus 2 gives 5, 2 minus 1 gives 1 point, 31 minus 3 gives 28 is equal to 10x minus x gives 9x. So 9x is equal to 28.15. X is equal to 28.15 divided by 9. X is equal to, here a decimal point after 2 decimal places is there. So that's why 2815 by 900. Which table cancels? 5th table cancels in both numerator and denominator. 2815 by 900. In 2815, 2815, 5 times 25, again 31 is there, 6 times 30, again 15 is there, so 3 times 15. In 1 time 5, again 40 is there, 8 times 40, again 0 is there, so 0 times. X is equal to 563 by 180. What is x here? X here is 3.127. 3.127 rational decimal number is possible to express in the form of a rational 563 by 180. This is the rational form of the given non-recurring, non-terminating recurring decimal. Non-terminating means estimating given rational as a terminating or non-terminating decimal. How can we estimate? If the actually rational numbers are fractions, if the given fraction consisting denominator as a prime product of 2 only or 5 only or combination of 2 and 5 only, that should be ended decimal or terminating decimal. For example, 1 by 2, here the denominator consisting of 2 only, that's why it is a ended decimal. 1 by 5, here the denominator is a 1 by 5 is here the denominator is consisting 5 only. It is also ended decimal, which means terminating decimal. 1 by 10, it is a combination of the denominator 2 and 5s, which is equals to a ended decimal. Then the combination of 6, what will happen? It is a non-terminating decimal. 1 time 6, 4 is there means 6 6 are 36, 4 is there means 6 6 are 36. Here 0.1666 and so on it is coming, which means in a fraction the denominator consisting 2's or 5's and the combination of 2 and 5's, the fraction will be get an answer of ended decimal. Ended decimal. Here of course 2 is not here. Here prime products, when the prime product containing 2 and 5's, it should be ended decimal. If denominator consists of 2's only or 5's only or combination of 2's and 5's, then the rational number is a terminating decimal. Of course, including to another number without 5 or is there means that should not be ended decimal, or including 5 another decimal except 2 is there means that is not an ended decimal. Including 2 and 5 there is another number is there means that is not also an ended decimal. If it want to be ended decimal, that should be denominator gets 2's or gets 5's or gets the combination of 5 and 2, then only it will be represented as a terminating decimal. For example, 9th sum. We have to check the given rationals into terminating or non-terminating decimals. 3 by 25. Is it terminating decimal or non-terminating decimal? Try to write 25 as a prime products. 5 5's are 25's, which means here 3 by 25 is possible to write as a denominator, 25 is possible to write as a 5 into 5's only. So that's why it is terminating decimal. Next sum, 11 by 18. Try to write prime products of 18. 18 prime products are 2 into 3 into 3. 2 3's are 6, 3 3's are 18. 11 by 2 into 3 into 3. Of course, it consists of 2, but it consists of another numbers also except 5. That's why it is not an ended decimal. It is a non-terminating decimal. It is non-terminating decimal. It is non-terminating decimal. Next sum. It is non-terminating decimal. Next sum. 13 by 20. Here 20 is possible to express as a prime product of 5 into 2 into 2, which means 13 by 5 into 2 into 2. 5 2's 10, 10 2's 20. Here the denominator consists of 2's and 5's. That's why it is terminating decimal. Simple. The denominator consisting 5's, consisting 2's or consisting 2 and 5's, that should be terminating decimal. Without 2's or without 5's or including 2 and 5's, another number is also there in their product means of the denominator, that should be leave as a non-terminating decimal.
Well, up to now you have learned about rational numbers. Try to take notes by keeping the video in pause position and try to do the remaining sums related to the exercise and have a great practice about these sums. We will continue the remaining topics in the later class. Thank you.